Igbo billionaire Cletus Uzoezie, popularly known as Zenko Communications, has reportedly acquired a whopping 60,000 square meters of land right in the heart of Lagos for a massive property development project. Let's pause for a moment and clap for that kind of move because it's not easy. In this current economic climate where every basic building blocks are very expensive, a move like this is not for the faint-hearted, honestly. Zenko is Igbo, he is bold and he is moving. And for many, this news is a sign that Ndi Igbo are still pushing through, still investing and still believing in Nigeria, even when the odds look so discouraging. But here comes the twist. As always, when something this massive hits the internet, opinions are bound to fly left, right and center. And Zenko's acquisition is no different. A video started circulating online, allegedly showing demolished buildings and cleared land where many claim is connected to this same acquisition. And the buzz right now is that the land may have belonged to someone else and was sold to him. Some even suggested it might have belonged to another Igbo man, sparking anger and emotional reactions in the comment sections on X. One user said he will regret it after what happened to Peter Obi and Landmark. He still hasn't learned his lesson. Honestly, this is really serious. So what exactly did Zenko say about all of these talks? He addressed the controversy head on, and here is the bold statement he made on his Facebook page. Just acquired a 60,000 square meter in the heart of Lagos. You can say whatever you want to say, but I will advise those coming up never to listen to people's opinions. Do it your way. Every investment is a risk. Now, if that doesn't scream, I am focused, I am not looking back, I honestly don't know what does. And honestly, he has a point because yes, every investment is a risk. In this video is another one of the many projects of Zenko in Lagos State. Zenko's move is a bold, visionary step. In a time when many investors are afraid to even touch Lagos land because of demolition controversies here and there, legal back and forth and uncertainty, this man goes ahead to buy 60,000 square meter. My goodness, that's billionaire confidence if you ask me. And more importantly, it's a statement of faith in Lagos' future and Nigeria's real estate potential. Also, his advice to young people: don't listen to people's opinions, do it your own way. It's very encouraging. A lot of young entrepreneurs give up because of naysayers. Zenko Communication is basically saying, I have done it, you can too, but you must be ready to take risks. And on the other hand, people have valid concerns. This isn't the first time a high-profile land acquisition in Lagos has sparked controversy. Let's not forget Peter Obi's building that was demolished in Lagos recently.
So when you sure this place belongs to my family. So everybody take it. This place belongs to my family. So I can somebody give you a court order and you're spoiling our house. So send it to the people you're sending, please. Okay. I came here in peace. I'm not quarreling with you people. Just let the people that are doing the wrong thing. That's how this place is fenced now. So you just enter somebody and say, court order. Which God? We have all the legitimate documents about this sold to us by family. And this is how you intimidate poor people. Please tell the person who gave you the order that if you please vacate this place. See the equipment that are here. You can see things that are here. Nobody could remove anything. Is that how I come to work? They just came suddenly, started demolition. You know, if my brother didn't have a brother like me, they would. He wanted to enter here. They say no, you can't enter. We have got injunction. What about court injunction that allows somebody to enter into another person's property? They choose him for removing his things and everything and demolishing everywhere. What about court injunction is that? We are finished with the country.
Also, the landmark beach was partly affected by government coastal development plans, and many private citizens have carried out after investing millions into properties that later got reclaimed or contested. So when people say, did you do due diligence? Will this land be safe? They are not exactly hating, they are being cautious based on real history. Some people are hailing Zenko for being fearless. Others are warning him to prepare for disappointment. A few are even throwing in tribal angles, claiming he should have invested in the southeast of Nigeria instead of Lagos. Now let's be honest. That's where it gets messy. This doesn't have to be about tribe or territory. It's about law, planning, and smart documentation. In as much as I always preach about Igbo coming to the southeast to invest, well, this is a man that knows what he wants and he has gone for what he wants, right? Zenko's success in this deal will depend not on where the land is, but how well it was acquired, documented, and protected legally. Look, billionaire Zenko took a risk. That's what entrepreneurs do, right? Could it go wrong? Yes. Could it become a landmark success in Lagos? Also yes. But one thing is sure, no serious wealth is built without bold steps. If Zenko did his due diligence, registered his titles properly, and ensured the property was genuinely free of any kind of issues, then the noise will die down eventually and the development will speak for itself. But if the land was forcefully taken from another rightful owner or bought from shady agents, then we might be looking at another heartbreaking real estate saga. And that would be sad, especially if it turns out that it was another Igbo brother's sweat. Alright, I personally want to hear from you. Do you think billionaire Zenko made a smart move? Should more Igbo invest in the southeast, or better still, take their investment to Lagos, despite all of these demolitions happening lately? Or do you believe it's time to focus on building in the east? Let's have a respectful conversation in the comments. Please, I beg you all, no tribal hate, just real talk. Alright? We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.